Guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So I decided to do an unboxing video. I just got my Latitude 10 tablet delivered from Dell, and I've been waiting for this thing for a while. So let's crack her open and see what we got. Now I did get the one that came with the docking station because I wanted the dock. And this actually just came in the door a couple of minutes ago, so I haven't been inside yet. Now this video is going to be in two segments, but on the same video. So I'm actually going to let this thing warm up for a while, charge up the battery, and but like I said, it'll all be still part of the same one video, firing it up and everything. So now this particular one I got, being the Latitude 10, it actually comes with Windows 8 Professional. It does not come with Windows RT, because Windows RT, for my purposes, is actually absolutely useless. So I went with the Latitude 10 laptop because it comes with a full version of Windows 8 Pro. Yeah, she's cold. Gonna have to let it warm up for a while. So, looks like this is the box that contained our dock. Put these other boxes away here. Now the idea behind the dock is it definitely gives you full-size USB ports, headphone jack. You've got a place to rest the dock too. You've got 3 ports here at the back for your USB. That is going to be for the power connector, HDMI, Ethernet, plus this thing is wireless, and then of course one USB port up front. So there's our power supply and cable for it. Mess with that later. Now, let's see what's in this box. Okay, looks like our battery. I hope they remembered my spare battery. Or is that the spare? Yep, that's the spare. Resource Media CD for when I need to reload it. Basic setup features and information. We have a second power supply and charger unit, power cord and charger, which I would assume is for the tablet all by itself. This looks interesting. Ah, our stylus. I don't know how much use I'll get out of the stylus, but I got one. Oh, okay, these are extra tips for the stylus. Sneaky. And I'm guessing that's, yeah, to put them in and take them out. Little tool for that. That's interesting. I actually got my wife a stylus for her Galaxy Tab today, so it was a little different. Okay, basic information. Alright, let's get to the best part of all. Let's get our tablet. so we already have the battery pre-installed. We got cameras on the back here. Windows 8 Professional. And we got 10-inch widescreen. So that's our tablet. So because this thing's really cold, like I said, I'm going to let it cool for a bit, and warm back up, and then we'll show you how it runs. And I guess got to read the instructions. So we'll be right back very shortly. Okay guys, so welcome to our second portion of our unboxing review, and I've had a chance to play a little bit with Windows 8. And so anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on right from cold start, and so you see how fast it can boot. Actually runs quite quickly. Now even though I have the stylus, because I'm setting this thing up for what I need it for, I decided to put the mouse on it, which will also make things go quicker for this, but I'll also do a couple of things with the pen as well, with the stylus. So lift it up. Now this I'm going to have to actually type my password in, and I don't want anybody to see it, so I'm going to have to just take the camera off this for a second. Okay, so she boots up pretty quick. Now, this is our tile area. I haven't really been through this too much, but it is different. I gotta tell you, it's definitely different. I would have thought, you know, if you hit the start, you know, you get to a start, and you don't. This is your start screen, okay? So if you're used to the start button, well, guess what? It's all here now, right? So you just go through whatever you want to mess with. Now here we've got devices, settings. In settings is where you go. You can hit the power, sleep, shut down, update and restart, that sort of thing. Just go to a blank area, tap it, goes away. Volume control level, screen. That really doesn't tell me much other than screen brightness, okay? So, I mean, things aren't really totally laid out, you know, like you would be used to on like Windows 7 and below. So it's a little bit different. Now, your desktop, you want to get to your desktop. Now I've set mine up. I figured out how to actually get to my computer, put the icon on the desktop. Recycle bin, of course, was already there. Documents, I put my shortcut in, and a couple of shortcuts to some of my files in a program that I'm going to be using. So your documents inside is the same as what you're normally used to, same sort of layout in here, and you know, you just click it, close it. Pretty simple, right? Small engine photos, this is where I keep all my stuff for small engines that I've worked on and prints and whatnot. But you know, you go into my computer, you get your OS. Now we've got about an 82.3 gig, you know, minus whatever factory space. So you know, it's probably closer to about an 85 gig hard drive. So it's actually got a good size hard drive in it, which is really good. Of course, you got desktop downloads, recent places, and so on. As far as surfing the net goes, you know, you've got your Internet Explorer. So if you wanted to type in an address, for instance, I guess because I got my mouse on here, how are we going to do this? Oh, there we go, keyboard. So let's go to Google. So now we're in Google, and you can close this off. Real simple, fast and easy. So in here you're going to type what you want to search for. So Airgun Source Canada, Airguns Canada, DNL, close that, boom. Very fast for surfing. I really like this for the surfing part of it. My favorites, of course, are all down in here, usual places. You've also got same stuff you find here, internet options. It's all the same. So it's kind of really nice when you're at this level of the computer. So you really don't have to have the tiles if you don't want them, which is kind of nice because right now it's kind of annoying, but I'm going to learn to get around it, that sort of thing. Of course, you get your charms bar here where you can go back to, okay, that's devices. So start, boom, brings you right back to tiles. If you'll push on desktop, you're back at desktop. Okay, so let's check out the pen. Works pretty decent. Now you end up putting a check mark in the item and then hold it and it should open. So it's kind of a little slow with the stylus, okay? But otherwise, not too bad. And close. So, I mean, right now it's sitting on the dock, and like we mentioned, the dock, it's got a USB port up front, headphones in the back. We'll just turn this around. Now I'm not going to take it off the dock because right now I'm in the middle of charging a brand spanking new battery. So, it does have camera in the back, camera in the front. You've got an SD slot here, your power button. Haven't figured out this button yet, but it's in the instructions, and yeah, I got to read, but hey, oh well. 3 USB ports, Ethernet, HDMI, like we talked about. The 2 power supplies, actually turns out that the other power supply I have, one's actually for the tablet, the other one's actually for this, and they're both the exact same power supply. So for me, in my case, because of how I'm going to be using this, I got a spare brand new power supply sitting over there, so if I fry this one, who cares? I don't have to go out and buy a new one. But I think it came with it because I ordered the spare battery, and I did actually put the heavy duty battery in this one. So I've got the 60 watt-hour battery in. I did figure out how to make a recovery CD set, which I'm actually going to be doing as soon as I pick up some DVDs this week. So I'm gonna try not to use this too much until I've made the recovery CD set. And then this way I've got it and I can always reload my Windows 8. But putting it on and off here is actually very simple and easy. It's just click on, click off. You know, it can rotate while it's on there a little bit, but you know, it's better to just kind of leave it right where it is, type of thing. It's got a nice angle to it set up, so if you want to put an external keyboard on, you could do that, or type on the screen, use your stylus, you know. So far I'm really liking this tablet. I think it's really cool so far. I do have to figure out, like I said, how to get to a couple programs. There's my camera here. So fire up the camera, camera, use your webcam. Sure, let's allow that. Whatever. Okay, so here, like I got poor lighting in here, so it kind of sucks. But I mean, you can change your camera from front to back. So there's my back view. So, you know, front view, camera options. 0.9 megapixel, 16 to 9 to 1 to 2.1 megapixel here. Let's go to the back camera, change camera options, and we got 8 megapixel for our 1080p stuff. So we've got our high def everything. So, and of course it has a timer mode as well. More brightness, contrast, flicker, that sort of stuff. Timer, video mode. So you can do video to run videos, that sort of stuff. So, and of course you get out of here, you just go back to start. So there's no actual way to quit. I mean, I don't know if these things all stay running in the background or not, but you know, when you leave something, it does leave it. So, like I said, not too bad so far, kind of interesting. I do actually like this part of the desktop, which is where it's going to spend most of its time at. Just because of the files I need to get when I do need to get out. One thing I find is really strange, and there's no explanation for it, is why you have to have a check mark in the box before you can open something. That's kind of actually very interesting and weird. Of course, there's no instructions with this thing, you know, as far as how to run Windows 8, you know. If there is a help menu, it's in here somewhere. Otherwise, I mean, just even to put it to sleep, just click the power button once, it's asleep. You want to wake it up, boom, that quick. and then slide up, and away you go. So overall, I mean, I'm not going to go on the rating scale with this one, but I am going to say it was money well spent, definitely, because it is the full Windows 8 Pro operating system. It's not Windows RT. And Windows RT, like I'd mentioned, was an issue for me because of the software and programs I need to run, files I need to get at. It had the issues that way. Where this one, because it's an actual operating system, I'm good to go on anything I want to do. Now, of course, you don't have a start menu thing here, you know. Your start, like I said, this is your start, really, you know, if you want to look at from a realistic standpoint, because all these files you would normally actually find, well, a lot of them anyways, in a normal start menu under Windows 7. So they just kind of like threw everything in tiles up on the desktop level here and just give a little bit different graphic for you so you could, you know, do things. You go into music. I don't know if there's even any files on here. There may be. Play an artist. Enter artist. I don't want to enter an artist. So get out of there, go back to start. So that's going to be something else to figure out and learn. Some of these tiles I could actually do without, but for now I'm going to just, you know, leave them there because I don't know how to get rid of them yet. So it is going to be a really different new operating system for all of us to learn on. It's just nothing like Windows 7 until you get to here, and then basically you've got everything except for a start menu, which, you know, you really don't need the start menu that much anyhow, so, you know, why bother with it? I think that was part of their thinking too, but, I mean, boom, hit explore. You know, it's fast. I like this. This is actually really good. But overall, I'm going to say, yeah, pretty cool, pretty great. The dock is nice, like I said, because of the mouse going on there. It gives it a place to sit, which is safe, and it charges it while it's on the dock too, which is a real big bonus. So it can charge from the dock, or you can charge it separately if you're on the go and you don't have the dock with you. You bring the power supply and you can charge it, and the plug fits right on the bottom. Now, as far as the rest of this thing goes, we do have a, let me see if I got that in the camera all right. Close enough. We do have a headphone jack here, one USB here, a mini HDMI port here. Our SD is on the top. All this button here tells me is it's got a picture of the screen. So let's see what that actually does. Not a damn thing. Okay, one button that doesn't do nothing. And here we can raise our volume up and down. And that's for the lock. If you had one, you could lock it down. And of course our Windows key, which brings you to here, or you can go back. So you can actually use the Windows key. Boom, boom. That's kind of actually nicer than, you know, looking for it here. But I mean, you know where it is, right? So at least you got a window key there. You can flip between the two of them. So kind of cool. So anyways, this pretty much concludes it for now. When I actually learn my way completely around Windows 8, I will definitely give you guys a great big walkthrough, show you everything that, you know, how I've learned to do things and get around stuff and whatnot. This for devices is actually supposed to list any devices. There's nothing to send right now, which who the heck knows about that. Setting area, internet, volume, your keyboard layout, change PC settings. Now this you can get into changing devices, privacy, general, share, search. Now to search, they give you this, and it's like, okay, now what? Well, you can delete your history. It looks like you can turn off, yeah, it looks like you can turn off your apps from here. So that would probably make them disappear. So we'll look into that anyways. But general, privacy, general, app switching, wireless networks, Wi-Fi is turned on, Bluetooth is on, GNSS is on, sync your settings, Windows Update. So if you want to do your updates, you can get the Windows Update there. Go into search. Now I had this earlier. Notifications, users, personalize, account picture, start screen. See, I'm just as new at this as the rest of you are going to be. Searching history, sync in your setting, Windows Update. I had it earlier where I found a way to get to the actual search bar. And that's how I was able to get to oh, there we go, search. Now if you want to make a recovery CD, recovery, enter. No apps match. Okay, so recovery doesn't work. REST, restore. Does that work? Nope. Repair. No apps. I had this earlier. F0, so back to search. REST, restore, no. Alright. I had this earlier, guys. Anyways, to figure out where the program is to do your recovery CD, you gotta go through the search in order to find it. Search. Oh, here we go. Recovery. So there's your recovery button. I'm not launching it yet, like I said, until I find some CDs. Restore your files with file history. Main recover, Windows 7 file recovery. Remote app desktop connection. So this is where you're going to find all your stuff to make recovery CDs. Because you don't get an actual Windows 8 CD with your tablet, I didn't even get Windows 7 ones with my laptop. You actually have to create them from the program. So you got, but in Windows 8, you got to go through all this hell, just like you saw, in order to get the right typing in to find this area to get to for your recovery stuff. So it's definitely different. That's for sure. Okay. So you'll, I'm sure you'll enjoy that as much as I am right now. It's a bit of a pain, but I'm sure we'll all figure it out. So anyway, that's pretty much about it. Different kind of operating system, interesting so far. I'm not going to totally, say that it's a really big bad operating system, because, I can easily get to where I need to go, boom, do my stuff. And I'm still at what I'm used to all the time with Windows 7, Vista, I've got the same layout, so I know exactly where stuff goes. Putting stuff in and out is easy. Now, even though this is on a tablet, and really for me, I would say that Windows 8 is actually better for a tablet because it is a touchscreen. But any touchscreen computer would be great for Windows 8. But I would highly recommend definitely a mouse, just to make things go, faster and smoother if you're stationary. If you're on the go with your tablet, well, then you're going to want to consider one of these styluses, and that'll make it easier for, smaller things. But otherwise, I can take my finger here, I push down once, I get the check mark, and then boom, okay, twice, and so you can tap twice. So it works. With a stylus, you've got this annoying little circle thing that happens. First you got to put check mark in, then you hold it there, and then you select open, and then it opens. So a little bit slower steps with a stylus. So if you get away with not using a stylus, that's fine, but or you could use the stylus. Not a big deal either, you know. And see, you notice the check mark is there. You can just touch anywhere on the screen, the check mark goes away. So that's pretty much about it. You know, we're definitely going to learn a lot more as we go, and give you updates as we go too. But so far I'm liking this tab. I'm liking, you know, the Windows 8, you know, now that I've, you know, learned it this much actually pretty fast, and I've gotten all my files on there quickly. So anyways, we'll see you on the next video, and thanks for watching.